March Minis Challenge hosted by Crafted by Corie. Playlist link in the description box. Starting out with 4 tumbling tower blocks. Gonna have 3 vertical, 1 horizontal to form the mini cutting board. And then I'm gonna use super wood glue. This one is going to be for the handle. I'm going to have to cut this in half with my rotary tool. Okay, so I'll set this aside to dry. I'm going to repeat this step one more time with my other set of blocks that I have, and I'm going to get to cutting this. Okay, these are my 2 wooden mini cutting boards, fully dry, and what I need to do now is use my rotary tool and just go over the sides just a little to sand them down, just to smooth them out. Okay, so these edges have just been rounded a bit just to make it look more like a cutting board. Not so much of a, a sharp edge as a handheld cutting board would be a bit rounded. So I'm gonna take my handles that I made and I'm gonna glue those to the top of these. Okay, so these little cutting boards are ready, and one of them I'm going to paint white and the other one I'm just gonna leave natural. For this natural cutting board, I'm going to use some of these pop-up stickers from Crafter Square. Nice carnation. And this pop-up glitter butterfly. And then I'm going to just stamp spring across here. Starting out with 9 tumbling tower blocks. That's 3 rows of 3. to make a mini book stack, a micro mini book stack. Okay, you take your 3 rows of 3, you're going to glue those together, and you're going to end up with something that looks like this. You have the 3 rows to put whatever little saying you want. Okay, and this is ready to go to be painted. Okay, now I want to paint my mini book stacks. One will be for spring and one will be for Easter. So I'm going to use pink parfait, lavender sachet, and white for Easter, and then golden yellow, white, and lavender for spring. I found these fun stampers in the Easter section of Dollar Tree. And finally, I tied some twine around both book stacks. I like to make a small bird's nest, so I have a scrap of nautical rope, a glass bowl, a small glass bowl, and this will be like my form that I want to try to get started. So I have a shape that will hold the little eggs I want to put inside. So I'm just gonna a little bit of hot glue and start going around in a circle. Spanish moss and pieces of pine straw and sticks are added.
Whether you're sharpening your skills or letting your creativity loose, you're making for you. Start your next project with same-day delivery and curbside pickup. Michael's.
Several small eggs are added to the nest and painted bright spring colors. And starting with just a regular clothespin, I want to take it apart and remove the metal piece in the middle. Flip the pieces around back to back to form my little carrot, and I'm just going to glue them together with wood glue. If you have hot glue, that's fine, but just over time, wood glue is more durable. And try to get them as even as possible, and you end up with a piece that looks like this once everything is all dry. And using orange paint to color this carrot, this is just Jot orange acrylic that I found in Crafter's Square area of the Dollar Tree. And once dry, this is what your carrot will look like. And for the carrot top, the greenery, I'm going to use a bit of this Dusty Miller plant. The leaves lend themselves to really looking like the little green parts at the top of a carrot. So just going to snip a piece of this, and this will be my carrot top. I'm going to hot glue this onto the top. Here are all my carrots, and to store them or display them in my tier tray, I'm going to use this small terracotta pot. This is the smallest pot that DollarTree sells. It comes in a pack of 3. So I'm going to paint this white with good old apple barrel white acrylic matte. I love the patterns on these jot stickers, and I want to use a few on my clay pot. The ink was looking really weird from the marker, so I repainted my mini spring book stack and just used my stamps to stamp out spring and added my butterfly back. And then for the spring cutting board, I added the word joy. Really happy with these. I'm so happy with all of these mini projects. Don't be a stranger, subscribe. I post weekly videos. Thanks for watching.